Exploring anger in the hostile media process. People in the news wonder why viewers don't really trust them. Well, most of this can come from the information that is being put out isn't what people want to hear, and this overall brings a lack of trust, and people don't want to trust it. When it comes to the media, people have emotional responses to it. This is where people influence their own perception on certain issues or information. This then leads to a lack of trust in the media and sparks lots of anger within it. Not only the viewers put their own bias, but also the ones giving us the news. So journalists and their way of bringing their own bias into it. Examples of this is sensationalism, aka emotionalism, or what we know as emotional responses. Spin, ad hominem, photo bias, and false light. No matter what, there will always be bias everywhere and within what we see, what we read, what we learn in school, and um what who we talk to. People all have their own um people all have their own opinions, and they all want to bring their own bias into it to make it their own. So with the theory, um with what the news puts out, people think that they're always going to be against them. And I'm talking about the media. They're always thinking that the media is against them. Doesn't matter what the side is, there's always something wrong with it, what wrong with the information, or there's something that they don't want to hear within it. So for example, you are at a sports game and the ref ignores something blue team did. The red team then thinks the ref is against them and that the ref wants them to lose. Later in the game, the roles are reversed. Red team did something and the ref ignores it. Blue team isn't happy, and either way, there is thought of bias. So either way, there's something always wrong, and they always think that there's something against them. So what I just brought up is hostile media effect. This is again where people with strong opinions like to view the media um, that coverage is against them. Well, they think is against them. This again sparks anger within the media and the viewers. It makes an individual act blindly and the characteristics that they have. It makes them talk out, and um, it makes them act differently. And it just overall interferes with the way that they think things. Counter attitudinal behavior. This is where you have a negative effect towards something or someone, but also at the same time stand for that thing or someone just to see what information they put out. With the anger the news is bringing, this involves a want to remove the issue so they can bring it back to the way that the viewers want it, the information that they see fit. Anger can influence behaviors towards wrong sources, leading to investigation. This investigation will only cause more anger within the media and viewers, and it will increase anger rather than decrease it. So within the method, to find out why this was happening, students were gathered to read news articles. There were 3 articles gathered, 1 stimulus and 2 controls. The students were given 1 article, and it was at a random. So the stimulus article was identity threatening. And within the article, it talks about percentage of cheating and procrastination within the university. The 2 controls, one of them was neutral/irrelevant, and the article talks about spikes of applications in the home state of the students. The second control one was about neutral/irrelevant, and the article talks about future museums turning into homes that house retired space shuttles. Again, it's irrelevant. Why are we talking about this? So within this, the students were asked to give an opportunity to retaliate. So this means that the students were told that they can assess the reporter and send in their thoughts, concerns, whatever they find to the reporter and to the reporter assistant. to see what the reporter and his team think about it. So this brings up the dependent variable. And so basically, they were given questions or surveys regarding to the emotional reactions, perception of bias, and evaluation of the reporter. So for the remote emotional reactions, 4 were angry, 4 were scared, 4 were happy, and 2 were guilty. Within the perception of bias, there were 6 total items that were related to bias. 4 related the article to accuracy, trustworthiness, fairness, and completeness. 2 reported how they felt. One of them was on the article being biased against bias cited to the topic, and the other one was on the reporter biased against the bias cited to the topic. So basically, the article being cited to the topic and the reporter being cited to the topic. Evaluation of the reporter. This is where the students evaluate the reporter of the article, and the scores that they collected were flipped so that the total could look like there was more criticism involved. And so with this, the scores overall looked higher than it actually was. In conclusion, many people were getting angered by media, and no matter what that information consists of. So the viewers will always crave for more information and for something to see, and they will always crave for more information and what they see, and they just want to see if the media changes into something that they believe. So they only want to see what they want to be put out. There will always be this bias, and I believe that it will not change anytime soon. And the news media overall thrives after the reactions of the viewers, and this only and the reaction of the viewers and the anger that it sparks only enforces the media to keep putting out this information, because it gives them to want the need to spark more anger, because that's what they want. This goes for hostile effect too. People only want to hear what they want to hear. And the main question that I can draw up is, how can we get everyone to be peaceful with the media? Thank you.